All right, hey y'all. So, here's the thing. I got a couple of things I want to talk about. Number one, okay, I feel like it's rare that you'll come in contact with a guy who has a pet and that he really takes care of his pet. It's rare. It's rare. You know what? I actually got I've come in contact and or like briefly dated guys who had pets and they didn't really take care of the pet. I feel like I've had, let me think. There's been one guy I know for sure that had a pet and he really took care of his pet. He really took, I feel like that's like the number one thing you want to watch for. Okay? Is he taking care of that pet? Okay? Is he taking care of that pet? Is the pet doing what is the pet receiving what it needs to receive? Is it and let me say this. I don't think it's right to, make them get unnecessary shots or try to neuter them and do all kind of stuff that some stuff don't be necessary. But when it comes to like actually taking care of your pet, if you gonna have a pet, take care of it. If you gonna have a pet, take care of it. I don't know. I feel like when we get to the point where you see it, he not even taking care of his pet, then at that point, you don't got all the information that you needed to know. You got all the information that you needed to know. Okay, that's number one. All right, number two, check out my latest YouTube video that I put up. Check out that video. I'm gonna post this too. I was on live on TikTok. I think I went live like 3 times earlier today. Um, it was probably like 3 or 4 times. I'm not sure, like 3 or 4, 4, yeah. But if he's not taking care of that's number one. If he's not taking care of his pet and doing right by his pet, you've gotten all the answers that you need. I'm so sorry because the pet don't talk, do it? It doesn't really refute what it's experienced. It can only go by what it's experiencing. You understand what I'm saying? But if he not doing right by that pet, no, you get all the answers you need. Right there. Number two, like I said, I went live on TikTok like 4 times. And check out my latest YouTube video. I'm working on another one. I'm working on another YouTube video. Um, what else I want to talk about? Number three, I haven't really been in like a formal 9 to 5 job in a while. Okay. I ain't been in a formal 9 to 5 job in a while. But what I did talk about on there is I feel like the boundary is not the same. The boundaries ain't the same. Uh, like it used to be when it comes to these jobs. And it has a lot to do with like the development of social media and what's going on with social media in so many different ways. That's why, you know, that's why, that's why the privacy ain't privacy no more. Okay, and I ain't even been in a formal 9 to 5 in a while. The privacy is not privacy anymore. It's not. It's not. Even back then, when I was the one, you should know when I went clubbing. You should know when I went out. You should know all the information. Even if you do block the coworkers, eh, like I said, I ain't been in a 9 to 5 job in a minute. Even if you do block them on social media, it's still, I feel like some of these people in these corporate spaces, they still have too much, they still can stretch their arm out too far still to be able to find out what they want to know. Child, they could figure out what you like to wear in grade school, okay? Why are you concerned about what I was doing in grade school? That's none of your business. That's kind of how I feel right now, especially when it comes to like these jobs. Um, and I know some people are gonna be like, you don't have no room to be able to have anything to say. I know you feel that way since I haven't been in an actual 9 to 5 in a few years, but I still can speak on it because I still actually see it in so many different ways on different platforms where people are speaking their piece. Um, but that's how I feel. That's where I'm at with all of it. Like, people, folk need to be entitled to their privacy. And then, like, people need to be entitled to their privacy. Okay? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Don't listen. I'm gonna go back to the first one. Don't no man need to have no pet if he don't know how to take care of no pet. Okay, I sat and watched a man like literally not know how to take care of a pet. He wanted a dog so bad, but you not even take care. You won't even take care of it. You wouldn't even take care of it. That's crazy. Absolutely not, child. Absolutely not. Oh no. I mean, and then to get back on the other side of it, I know. I feel like it's cool. It makes sense why. Okay, look. In some instances, it makes sense why certain like people have certain access or different stuff that they can find out. Because if you're working like a certain job where you need like a security clearance, you need to be cleared. Then yeah, we need to go in and see what's going on and what you got going on. But then at that point, the clearance been given, so ain't nothing else you need to know. At that point, there's no other information that you need. The security clearance been given. What are you still researching? I don't know. Some of these jobs need to be you get out of hand. And you get out of hand with it. But yeah, y'all. That pet stuff. And child, I'm not even, cause you know, white people don't be playing by their pets. I don't have no pets, but you know, white people don't be playing by their pets. But I've had a pet before. Um, but I had to help out. I was helping out a family member at the time, as to why I had to like relieve myself of being like a pet owner. And I was kind of sad about it. Really, not really, because I was supposed to have a pet at that time anyway. It was a fee that was supposed to be due for having a pet. It was a fee. Um, and I still had the pet, so really, I was supposed to have a pet at that time anyway. But that's how I feel about that, honey. We gonna you gonna take care of your pets, and if he not taking care of his pets, sorry, no, bye, good riddance, deuces, have a good day, ciao, yeah, uh, yeah, child, that's where I'm at with that. And y'all probably will be like, well, you know, white people don't play like that. I don't feel like anybody should play by their pets. And nobody should play when it comes to pets. I don't care what kind of pet it is. And I've had a few exoticals myself when it comes to pets. I've had a few exoticals myself. Yeah, we're not gonna play when it comes to the pets. All right. But what I did say in my video, y'all, is the last one I posted. I'm really open to like community. I promise you, I am. And not like just social media community, because I feel like I don't have a problem with cultivating community online. Like I've been able to in many different ways um, create like my own audiences or people who want to build with me or want to hear what it is that I have to say. But I feel like I'm at the point now where it's like the community gonna have to be like in person. Yeah, yeah. It's time for the flights. It's time for the travel. I'm not talking about beer flights. I'm talking about like actually traveling and doing things. It's time for all that. It's time. It's time. For real. It's time. Excuse me. Oh, why did you push me? I tapped you, my love. But yeah, child. That's where I'm at right now, okay? You know, we've done the introspection, we've done the understanding, we've done the learning. We've done the healing. We've done the reflecting.
You know my tablet, Mommy?
All of that's been done.
You know
I think it's in the bag. All of that's been done. Okay? It's time for the booking of flights. It's time for the traveling. Okay? Yeah. It's time for being comfortable. And I'm not saying I'm not comfortable. I'm just saying like, cause I've been, I would say, independent since I was like 21 when I got my first class. I've been doing all kind of stuff since I was like 21. Yeah. So it's not that cause that'll come in too about like relationships. That's not what I'm talking about. I just know, you know, and it's actually it is that like yeah, it's time for me to have my space again. I love my baby dearly, but yeah, it's time for me to have my own space again. Okay, it is. It's time. It's time. It's time. Yeah, it's time. That's where I'm at with that for real. So, yeah, I love a good meal. You know, I love a good being at peace, but I like a meal. I would like a meal overseas too. I would like a meal somewhere different too. I would like a meal on a plane too. Okay, yeah. That's where I'm at with it though. But the reason I brought up pets is because for some reason mine has been asking me if we can get a pet. I'm like, first of all, we gotta get a bit more independent first, okay? We gotta get a bit more independent and get into our own space before we sit around and get a pet. And then it just made me think about how like dating, and if he not taking care of his pet, then girl, that's letting you know everything that you need to know, child. That's when you know everything that you need to know, okay? But that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. I don't know. That's for the girlies who out here like actively dating, which will be me soon. I'll be actively dating soon. We speaking it up. We calling it forth. Yeah, I'll be actively dating soon. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the dates. I can't. You know, I've been on this. I've been, you know, on that journey of abstinence for it. Child, it'll be 2 years in August. I'm not making it to 2 years. I'm not trying to make it to 2 years. No disrespect. I'm not trying to make it to 2 years. Okay, that's no disrespect. Ain't nobody saying they hot in the pants or none of that. I'm just playing with y'all. I'm gonna let this stay in. I'm not even gonna chop that out. I ain't even gonna cut it. I want to see how that's gonna be received. How that's gonna be received. I'm just playing though. But I'm just playing. But yeah, that's how I feel about that, child. Yeah, it's time. It's time to live life. It's time to live life. The healing's been done. All of that has been done. It's time to live life. It's time to have a good time. And we gonna make that happen. We're gonna make it happen. Okay. But yeah, those are the things I wanted to talk about for sure. Um, yeah, those are the things I wanted to talk about. Yeah, child. Mhm. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But I'm waiting to hear back. I mean, I have some stuff to submit for one, but I had technically submitted it already, but I'm just being asked to resubmit some stuff. And then the other, we're waiting to hear back the approval that's going to happen. The approval's going to happen. But just wanted to check in with y'all. I feel like some people feel like I wouldn't say aloof, but I could be a mystery, and that's not intentional. Um, that's not intentional at all. Right now, we're looking to just be in a space where I can have my space. Um, and I know somebody will be like, "Oh, well, you said you wanted community, so why don't you want to have community for da da da?" Da?" Ah, eh, it ain't that. It's not. It's not that I don't have that. It's like I want to be able to have my independent space and then be able to be able to join into community and do stuff like that. I want to be able to do that. Okay, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I want to be able to have the freedom to move like I need to on a daily basis in personal spaces. So that's where I'm at with that. Um, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But that's what I want to talk about with y'all. That's what I wanted to talk about. Um, we still have a means of getting the things that we need uh, for ourselves, right? But it's time for the abundance. Okay, it's time for the abundance. All right. Maybe 3 degrees. Now that I didn't know. Sorry. Okay. A lime, corn flour, palm oil, and salt. Okay. Just 3 ingredients for the top of the shelves. My bad. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. So what was the things I talked about? One, make sure he's taking care of his pets. If he's taking care of his pets, girl, ciao, sayonara, peace, goodbye, adios, deuces. All right. Number two, we all get into these spaces where, if you need a security clearance to do the job that you're doing, yeah. If you need a security clearance, then yeah, baby, do what you need to do in regards to that. But if you've already gotten the security clearance, they don't need to continue to ask you any more of your personal information on a day to day basis. There's no reason why if you've already gotten a security clearance or if you've already gotten the approval or if you've already got what you need to do to work the job that you're working, that they need to know what type of beverage you had before you came into the office. Okay? And listen, that's just me giving advice. I don't even like I said, I haven't had a formal 9 to 5 in years. Okay, um, y'all know the role that I used to do. Where if you don't know, I used to work in that field. I used to work in the field of mental health and working with children. But that's not what I'm doing today. Um, yeah. What else did I say? Oh yeah, and the third thing was about just where I'm at, where my headspace is, what it is that I'm wanting to, call in, not even just call in, like what it is and me just being a little bit more open with y'all. Because I know some of y'all be feeling like I don't really talk that much. I don't really come in and share. I'm a mystery. La 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 la. All those things. Um, yeah, you know, yeah. But yeah, honey. Yeah. That's how I feel about that. And the reason I brought that up is because stuff is getting a little hectic in the US, ain't it? It's getting a little hectic around these parts as of late. Y'all been looking at the news? I don't steer away from it because of like it making me not because of that. It's just a lot going on. There's good things going on too, right? Even for me as well. There's good things going on in my life as well, right? But uh you know, I had to come through and talk to y'all about that when it comes to like jobs, stuff like that, because it's gotten out of hand with some of these jobs. I feel like they be wanting to know a little bit too much. From what I've been reading, what I've been seeing on a day-to-day basis, they be wanting to know a little bit too much, a little bit too much. Yeah, they be wanting to know a little bit too much. So that's that on that, y'all. Check out my latest YouTube video. I'm working on another one right now. I'm working on another one right now.
Dad.
Yeah. So that's where we at with that. For sure.
I have better grip.
I've been reading the Bible more. I've been reading more verses.
And
Some stuff just be coming out of nowhere too, where I be like, let me look this up. Let me look that up. Yeah. Yeah. So those are some of the things that's been going on. But I still have my spirituality, because the Bible within itself is like a spiritual thing as well. It's cemented in like religion. It's more organized in the context of how you go about actually um, uh, moving around in it, right? But yeah. All right, y'all. Why are